This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we're in Zyclops and we're on Heilbronn. Now, you guys may have noticed that I didn't have any videos up last night, and I do apologize. Yesterday was a rough day for me. I got home at midnight, which is my normal time. 10 minutes later, the power goes out. Doesn't come back on until 1 p.m., which is 20 minutes before I go to work. So I apologize. I don't miss very many. Actually, I think this is the first time during the week that I've ever missed a day. So I apologize. I will try to limit it as much as possible, but it couldn't be helped. It was out of my control. That being said, we're in Zyclop, and this is going to be an interesting match. So be sure to stick around, because this one takes a minute to get boiled up. You guys know Heilbronn. You guys have seen it before. You know how it plays. Now, right off the bat, I go to the top of the hill because big tank destroyer, why not? But you're going to notice a lot of my team goes way out ahead of me here. The bad thing about that is I can't see the people that they're shooting at. So, unfortunately, this is going to be a bad play for me right off the bat. But, because I've got my mini-map open, because I can pay attention, and because I'm situationally aware, I'm going to realize that nobody went right. Nobody. Now, you can see I'm trying to move around here. The medium tank to my right is firing on things, and I can't even see them. That's kind of crappy if you ask me. I'm a sniper. I should be able to see stuff at great distance and shoot it. Unfortunately, a medium tank, which is highly mobile, has a larger radio or better view range. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is that makes you see tanks that are lit up further away, that's what he beats me in. Now, right off the bat, you see I'm pulling back. I'm going to the right. Our Death Star, on the other hand, has decided he don't want to go to the right anymore. He wants to come back to the left. So we're actually going to kind of trade positions. And it's going to be okay, because you guys will see exactly what happens here in a minute. Let's just put it this way. I'm going to be in one heck of a fight here in a moment. It's going to be glorious, because if there's any tank that can stand toe-to-toe with multiple tanks engaging from the front, and potentially a tank engaging from the rear, I mean, I'm not going to throw too much out there, but that is Zyclop. Zyclop's armor is fantastic when you can wiggle it. I'm not joking, folks. You'll see just in a moment. Now, the bad news about Zyclop, of course, all that armor slows you down. And it would be nice if they give you even more armor, because they took it away a while back. Like they made the superstructure on this thing way too squishy. So many things can shoot straight through the cheeks of the Jag, it's not even funny anymore. Oh, hello, Waffentrager Panzer IV. It's a shame that I don't have high explosive loaded. 929, that was a low roll, given that that went through the side of his tank. Now, the problem was, I most likely overpinned him. Now, that's a term you don't normally hear in World of Tanks. You hear it more in the World of Warships games, where you get over-penetrations. Well, that's exactly what happened there. He was broadside onto me, and that 17-centimeter round ripped right through the side of his tank and did not a whole lot of... Well, I mean, it did plenty of damage, but it did exactly what I said it did, where it overpinned. And there's a terrible shot by me. I thought he was still moving. He wasn't. He stopped. And there's one bounce off of me, turning, angling, away from the shot that just came. Wait for it. There's another bounce, and we're officially safe. Now, we know their Artie's over at their base, most likely, so we don't have to worry about him hitting us. But we do know that there's more than one tank. Or at least, there's the Waffentrager over there, and potentially somebody else. Oh, there's an E100. And, oh, hello, Waffentrager E100. 1,003 damage right through the front of his turret. Now, here's the first time that I call for help. By the way, nobody has anything to do with it. They're like, you know what? We can't do that. Now, I know my tank, and I know that if I crest that hill again, that Waffentrager is going to track me, and he's going to put rounds into the bottom of my tank. That ain't preferable. So here I'm trying to side scrape off the rock. I know that the E5's getting close on my left. But I'm trying to get my gun down to where I can shoot these guys without taking any damage, which is what would be preferable in this situation. Instead, I make it look like I'm going for the Waffentrager E100, and then I cut back for the Waffentrager Panzer IV, and it's too late, sunshine. Go back to the garage. Now, E5 should have pushed right there. All he'd had to do is run straight past that rock, get behind me, and my game is over. But he doesn't. Instead, he freaks out, fires around into the top of my armor, and then backs off, which is exactly what I wanted him to do. I wasn't loaded. I bluffed him out of fighting me right there. That gives me the time that I need to fall back. And there's help request number 2. Now this is the one where people are going to start helping me. Remember that Death Star earlier? Yeah, he's coming my way to help me. Get ready. E100's begging for it. Do I take the shot? No, I don't. Wait for it. We know the light tank's coming. I can't outturn the light tank, so I fall back. They absolutely paddle that Waffentrager, and things are getting really interesting real quick. Now right here, I make the decision to track the E100. I was hoping to do damage there too, but this little fly on my backside is nothing. I can take him. The problem is the bigger guns to my left and in front of me. So I've got the E100 fighting me at the moment, and then he gets paddled. And somehow I don't get any spotting damage for that, but we'll leave that to, next time. This guy fumbles it away, knows he's dead, he's got no chance, and now all of a sudden the 1390 doesn't want to play anymore. What's wrong, little fella? You gave me your best and I'm still here. It's because Zyclop. Zyclop is the destroyer of worlds, and he refuses to quit. You may have my back, but you can either stay there and die, or you could run away and possibly live. I crest the hill, and pop goes the weasel. We get our 3rd kill of the game. We've got 5 pins. We've took a lot of damage, and that's pretty much the end of our game. Now, you see, I give my team the affirmative. For some reason, my World of Tanks in-game chat was not working tonight, so I've had to make sure that I've, communicated using the sliders and whatnot in the game. So, I give the affirmative because those guys saved my bacon. That being said, I played that about as well as anybody could have played that, being in between a Waffentrager E100, an E100, an E5, a 1390, and at one time a Panzer IV Waffentrager was shooting at me as well. So at one time we had 5 tanks engaged with us. Just think about that. There's 15 on the enemy team, and I was engaged with 5 of them. Now I roll down the hill, they kill the last tank, and I reach over and hit the good game, just to run over a couple more trees on the way down the hill. So what do we end up with? Come on. 3,700 damage, 16 assisted, 3,800 blocked, and 3 kills. That's a good game right there. Would have had more assisted than that had the game not screwed me out of the E100 kill. But I digress. So that's got to be top of the leaderboard. So if you like what I'm doing, punch that like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.